Welcome back to my channel, this time for a review of the CADDX Ratel version 2. This has been sent to me from UnmannedTech. Now there isn't a lot of information on the website at all, it's not actually published on their CADDX website. So all I've got is the information on the screen and what I can compare from the Ratel version 1. So this camera, the lens I've noticed doesn't go all the way to the edge, it stops midway. Could be quite good for impacts across the front. You've really got to hit it dead center to actually break it. The red outer shell on this one is different design to the old version. The back is a plastic. It isn't a type of sticker that goes across the back. It's held in by 2 screws, but there's nothing revealing underneath this case at all. 2 connectors on top, one for your power and video, one for your remote, and then there are 2 pins off to the side here that are for TX and receive. Maybe camera control from a flight controller, we don't know yet. So because this camera shares very similarities with the Ratel 1, the sensor size is the same, the resolution, power, interested to see what they've actually done to improve in this camera. So I've done 2 flight videos, both are on my quad. Camera is set to auto in every setting and the image ratio is set to 4:3. On my build you can see the top of my HD camera. Doesn't really bother me at all when I was flying because it's that high in the camera field of view anyway that it didn't really make a difference, and I didn't really notice it because I'm too focused on what is directly in front of me. I'm flying the woods in an open area, keeping quite close to the ground, seeing what the ground looks like and how much detail I can see. It is a 1200 VTL camera, so there should be plenty of quality in there for an analog camera. I orbit a tree. It is now autumn, mostly nearly into full-on winter, so all the leaves are gone and it is ghost branch central right there now. But I can still see really well, see the branches, and I get a good chance to avoid them. I did try to focus on the sun a little bit and do a flip to see how quickly the camera would react to the light change, but the sun was hiding behind clouds. I didn't really get a good go at it, but I didn't see any problems flying around with the camera adjusting to the different light environments at all. There's a second video where I fly in the thicker woods under canopy. To the naked eye it is a little bit darker in there, but in the goggles it is just as bright as flying outside. The Ratel 2 did a really good job of adjusting to the darker light. I flew around the trees. I even dip into a little bit of a enclave that people have made where it is a bit darker and come back out of it. No issues at all. Because this camera is very similar to the Ratel 1 and that had a starlight sensor and was known to be good at night, I want to take this camera out again in a much darker environment where I can go from dark to light much quicker to see how it reacts to the light change. I had a camera before where it couldn't handle the light change at all. It just used to white out on you, and it was very disorientating when you was flying, that you'd go through a gap, it'd be dark, it would be light, and it would just be white. And I always used to end up crashing because I could never quite finish my rolls of flips how I wanted them to, and just was disorientated and just hit the ground normally. So watch the 2 clips that I've got on this video and let us know any questions or comments that you've got in the description, in the comment section down below, and I'll answer as many of them as I can. Thank you very much for watching.